Hey, what's up everybody at Mike's Lessons? My name's Anthony, I'm 17 and I live in New York. I joined Mike's Lessons about a year ago and then I had to stop for a little bit because a little low on money, but I've been back for about a month or so. I haven't put up a new video yet, so I figured I would just give you guys a tour of my drum set and, you know, stuff that I practice and stuff like that. So this is your typical 17-year-old's room with shit all over the place. I also play guitar, if you could see it over there. But anyway, this is my DW Go Anywhere kit. Crammed between probably about 3 or 4 feet between my bed and my wall, but it gets the job done. I use pretty much like a John Bonham setup. I have my snare, 2 mounted toms, but I don't mount them on my bass drum. I mount them off to the side on a clamp, and my floor tom. And I use my HQ True Bounce pad for a hi-hat because it's a little too bouncy to use for a snare pad. And I'm using an Iron Cobra pedal made by Tama. It's a great pedal, I recommend it. That is actually the Iron Cobra Junior. I did play the regular one, and I have to say I like it, but for the price difference, I would definitely say go with the Junior, just because the regular one, I mean, you can do like a lot of fine-tuning and adjusting, but I don't really think it's necessary. I mean, you can get everything you're looking for out of this pedal: power, control, speed. I think it's just a great pedal. I also have the double pedal, which I don't really use anymore. I'm trying not to play double bass that much. I really only use it when I play any kind of metal or something that I can't play with one pedal. But they're also great pedals, so I would recommend it. So yeah, basically this is just where I practice when everybody's sleeping, and you know, try not to wake anybody up. So I'll take you down to my basement and I'll show you my drum set. Alright, so we're now in my basement, and this is my drum set. This is a Ludwig 5-piece accent combo. I got this drum set about 7 or 8 years ago. It was my first drum set. My parents bought it for me for Christmas, and definitely an awesome drum set. The reviews and the listing said that it was a like beginning to intermediate set, but once I put new heads on it and you know, got some new cymbals and stuff like that, it is definitely I've played with guys that have, you know, $1,000 kits and over, and these drums, I definitely say, compete with them. They're amazed that when I tell them what I paid for it. I got this whole set with a set of Zildjian ZBT hi-hats, and I think it came with this crash ride over here. I think it's a 18-inch. Yeah, you can see it's pretty scuffed up. I do like the ZBT series, even though it is one of Zildjian's bottom lines. I really don't see a huge difference between the ZBTs and the other cymbals, and for the style of music that I play, you know, I'm looking for that trashy, you know, in-your-face sound. I play a lot of rock and alternative and stuff like that, so they're definitely great cymbals. I think I paid about $450 for this kit with the hi-hats and the cymbal, so that's an incredible deal. I recently put all new heads on it. I'll take you guys around back, you can check it out. You can actually see all the boxes that I didn't throw out yet. But Mike definitely turned me on to Aquarian heads. So this is my first tom. It's a 10x12. They are deep drums, being their Ludwig drums, but I love it about that. It's one of my favorite parts about my drum set. I have all clear response 2s on my toms, so that's my 10x2, my 11x13, and my 16x16. Sorry, I know the camera's kind of close, but it's as far out as it goes. And this is my snare. It's a 6.5x14, and I also have a Aquarian response 2 on that guy. I have classic clears on all the bottoms. I'll show you around my cymbals. These are my ZBT hi-hats that I actually got with this drum set. That's the next thing I'm looking to replace. They actually do sound pretty good. You know, I'm going to play a little bit for you guys to hear when I'm done, and you can check out what everything sounds like. But they sound really good for the price. So I would definitely say you do get your money's worth with the ZBTs. You know, obviously if you have more money, you know, I would say you could go with a higher series, or if you don't like Zildjian, Peiste's great. I really wish I had Peiste's, but that's what I got. This is a factory metal percussion. It's all the Street Effects series. It's basically like what you can do. If you see these little bells, they have screws on them. You can tighten the screws so they don't like ring out, and it's kind of like almost like a cowbell sound. I don't really think it sounds that good with them tightened, but if you leave them loose like this, so they wobble when you hit it, it kind of sizzles, and you know, if you just hit it with the tip, so it's, you know, you don't use it all the time, but some stuff it's cool if you're doing a solo or anything like that. This is my 10-inch ZBT Splash. I have that on a straight stand off to the side. This is my 16-inch ZBT Crash. This is one of my favorite cymbals. And like I said, the ZBT series sounds amazing for the price that you pay for it, I think. You know, they're really not expensive. And they're just great sounding cymbals, you know, for the sound I'm looking for. I think I showed you this. This is the 18-inch Crash Ride that came with my drum set. It was some special offer, so I got a good deal on that. And this is, somebody gave this to me. I think this is like a $20 cymbal, but it's a China cymbal. It's made by, I think, Wuhan or something. I don't see the sense in spending a lot of money for a China cymbal, because it's supposed to sound like garbage anyway. I'm sure a lot of people disagree with me, but you know, when you're playing metal, it's just supposed to sound trashy, so I think it definitely does the job. It does sound very trashy. And show you what kind of pedal I'm using. Like I said, this is my other Iron Cobra Junior single pedal. It's definitely a really good pedal. I would recommend it. And this is my bass drum. I use the Aquarian Force 1 head on it on the batter side. And I have double kick pad, just in case I play double bass, but even when I play single, you can see it hits right in the middle, so it's still protected. I recently just redid all these drums, like I said, with heads, and I also used the drum dial, so I got it to kind of sound good, and then I evened all the lugs out, and it sounds amazing. Hopefully you can see, I muffle the batter side, as well as, I'll go around the other end and show you the resonant side. I actually learned that on Mike's lessons, that it actually needs to touch the head, which I was never aware of, and it made a big difference. It is ported. I ported it in the middle. I kind of regret it now. I wish I would have did it not, you know, right in the middle, but I don't really have the money to buy a brand new head right now. But next time I won't do that. You can see in there, it's actually an old pair of shorts that I just rolled up and put a little electrical tape, because it doesn't really stick. You know, it doesn't ruin the drum. Maybe you could see in there, those are the other pair that I have right against this resonant head. This bass drum is pretty big. It is 18 by 22, which is kind of a, I don't know, a lot of people are always like, wow, that's a pretty big drum, but I like it. I get really good sound out of it. Gives me that thud, especially when I mic it. It's really a powerful drum. It sounds really good, you know, when you put a mic on it and you have a sound guy that, you know, does all that stuff on the mixing board. I really have no idea how to do it. I just play them. But like I said, I don't mount them. My toms on my bass, you can see that these are empty. I feel that I can't get the the angle and just the way that I'm comfortable. So I have them on a stand over here. This is actually a stand for my rototoms that I don't ever use, so I decided to use it for a regular stand. I have a Pearl, I believe it's the AX38 multi-clamp. So you clamp it on here to your stand, and then you can put both your toms in. So you can mount two things once it's attached. So I have them, my two toms mounted here. That way I can put my ride over there, and then my floor tom. I don't know why that's zoomed in so far. But, yeah, basically that's my drum set. I don't know if I said I have a Force 2 resonant. So I have a Force 1 batter, Force 2 resonant. Definitely works for the style that I play. I think that's about it. I'll give you guys a overhead if I can. Yeah, there you go. That's the setup I like. I like to have my crash ride up there in case I'm playing anything that I don't want to use the ride, but I want to keep playing on the cymbal. I use the crash ride. My crash is there. My ride's down there in the China, and then I have my the splash cymbal and the factory metal percussion up there. That's really about it. This is my double pedal. It's the Iron Cobra Jr. double. I don't really use it often. I just put it on when I need it. I'm really trying to get my foot speed up there, so I try not to use it that much. Also, something interesting. My parents bought me this drum set one Christmas, and the next Christmas they bought me the same exact drum set. And my dad was a drummer back in, I guess, like the 70s when he was a teenager, and he played until he was about like probably 30. And I live on Long Island. He played in Huntington, if any of you guys know where that is. And the Townhouse, and they were actually very good. They probably could have got a deal, but you know, my dad got married young, and it just never panned out. You know how a lot of stuff in bands works out. So I have two of these, and my dad used to play a double, like two bass drums, because they didn't really have double pedals back then, and so they bought me another one, but the toms are the same size, and I find it really hard to tune them, that they don't like cancel each other out, and I really think there's only that one sweet spot on the drum. So you can't really do it with two of the drums, with the same size. So I would have like two 10x12s, two 11x13s, and two 16x16s, and not really into that. So what I do, right now they're packed up, but you can see in my bag over here, that's one of the bass drums. Like I said, I was redoing the heads. That's my 11x13. That's my 10x12. And my snare drum is on the floor taken apart right now because the strainer broke. But what I do with that, I'm actually not in a band at the moment, but I have something in the works. And what I do, being I can't always practice at my house because of the noise and whoever's sleeping and stuff, I travel with the other kit, so I can leave it at somebody's house as long as I trust them and I know that they're not gonna spill stuff on it or harm it in any way. So then I can play at two places. I have all the same heads, the whole same setup. So all I have to do, I have to bring this stand with the clamp, and I have a couple older crappy used cymbals that I bought just to practice with at somebody else's house. So it works out well. I'm able to, I'm sure anybody who gigs can relate, having to take your drum set apart, and then, you play for a couple hours, and then you come home, and you could never, like, get it right in that perfect, perfect spot where everything feels good. So it definitely works out. Over here, I have my music stand. I think I have Mike's Lessons on it right now, actually. Lesson 293. Double stroke fills. So I was playing that yesterday. Some really cool stuff on there. So what I do, I just print out all the PDFs, and when I'm looking to work on something, whether it's fills or if I want to work on the samba, I just look through my book, find the PDF, and I can get something going. And over here I just have a tray table set up. I have pretty nice speakers, actually. They're computer speakers with the sub on the floor. And what I do, I bring my laptop down here, and I can hook it up. I can just listen to music while I, tune my drums, or, I can hook it up, plug my headphones in, and I could play right off that. I don't need my iPod. And something really cool I want to show you guys. It's pretty much the last thing before I'm going to play. I always have a problem when I buy noise canceling headphones. They always like fall off when I play, just because, like I said, I play a lot of rock and alternative, and when you get your head going and you're in the music, and they always manage to fall off. So I'll show you what I got going on over here. These are just regular JVC headphones, just earbuds. They don't even go in your ear. They're like iPod headphones, I guess. And what I do, being a hunter, came up with this idea. I do a lot of shooting. I go to the range and stuff. I took these shooting headphones. They're Silencio Magnums. They're actually really good shooting headphones. And you can see they're like super tight. Like, it's really hard to pull them apart. So I put these earbuds in, and I put these on over it. And even if the earbud like falls out of your ear, these headphones are so isolating, rather than like keeping noise out like they're meant for, they'll actually hold the noise in because it's so isolated. So you can, they won't fall off. They're great. I think they're really good to practice with, or even if you're not using music. And I don't really use ear protection. I probably should, but if you do, you could just wear these and, not use the headphones. So I think that's pretty cool. So that's basically it. That's my whole setup. It's everything I got going on. I'm always trying to add stuff on and all kinds of stuff like that. But after redoing my whole kit, I just want to tell you guys, if you do have trouble tuning your drums, you do have to know how to tune, but I really think that the drum dial, not the time attention watch, I really don't recommend that, but the drum dial, I think is great. I'll show you guys over here real quick. It comes with a sheet. You can save all your settings. This is it. You can see it looks like a scale. And what it does, this thing on the bottom here, when you push it in, the numbers go up, so it can tell the tension. So you just rest it on the head, and you can figure out what the tension is. If you want to use one, you need to look on YouTube on how to use it. A lot of people have videos up using it incorrectly. After you tighten the lug, you can't like leave it on and do it. You have to tighten it, then put it back on, because it won't adjust correctly. So yeah, that's basically it. That's everything. This is a lot of the new stuff that I bought. These are my old Gibraltar wires, but I bought the Pure Sound wires. I believe they're 20 strand. They sound great. So yeah, that's about it. Pretty rusty, being I haven't played in about a month and a half, but I'm going to play a little bit for you just so you guys can hear my drums. And that'll be it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, that's it. So, you know, I just wanted to give you a tour and let you see what was going on with my drum set and, you know, how my plan is. So, thanks.